We are live, broadcasting live from Cadillac Pasadena. Wow, what a dealership this is. I felt embarrassed that I didn't drive up in a Cadillac. I felt like I was betraying the brand. But that we're going to be here till 7 o'clock. We have a lot of great guests. And Jay Leno, too. So Jay Leno's coming by. I think he's stuck in traffic, so he'll be here any moment. But if you want to come by, I think there's probably still room. Especially if you have you want to buy a Cadillac today. I don't know what kind of offer or deals they're giving, but we're at 3475 East Colorado, and the only way I knew this, I could see it on the glass there, and I read it backwards. Are we at 5743 or 3475? 3475. 3475 East Colorado. We'll be here all day. Bellio is with us, the best producer in radio. Ding dong with her. Crozier is back at the station. Angel Martinez is here. Everybody knows Angel Martinez, the sweetest voice in talk radio. That's what she refers to herself as. So I don't know. It's up to you. All right, let's start with our very first guest. Her name is Alana Schur. Is that right?
That's right.
Excellent. And you are with Car and Driver. Obviously, you probably grew up around cars. Mom or dad or grandfather, uncles.
You would think so, right? Would be the normal path to get into cars, but no, it's completely the opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean you hate cars?
No, I mean my family hates cars.
Oh, is that right? Okay. All right. That's why they're not here, I guess, huh?
Well, they don't live in the neighborhood.
How did you get into cars? I mean, you're working for Car and Driver as a senior feature editor. They don't give those jobs to just anybody.
Well, I think I maybe just took a wrong turn, and then they didn't know how to get rid of me.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that even better, the humbleness in you. And all right, let's talk about the Cadillac. But before we do that, everybody always asks, when's the best time of year? And I've gotten several answers. When's the best time of year to buy a car? Is it now before Christmas to give somebody a Christmas gift with a big bow on it? Is it spring, summer? Like when you move, and you're going to sell a house, and you're going to move, spring is the best time to do it so you can get the kids to a new school over the summer and you're all set for the new year. Is there a car buying season or is it right now?
I think it really depends on what you're looking for.
How about a Cadillac?
You should buy a Cadillac right now today.
Today? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do they have any here?
I've seen one or two. I'm planning on taking the endurance racer home, I think.
Okay. That's the F1 car?
No, that one's the F1 car.
Wait, this is the F1, the black one, and this one's the endurance racer.
Yeah.
This is like 48 hours at Le Mans or 24 hours.
Yeah.
What's that race? Is it
24 hours of traffic on my way home?
Yeah, 24 hours at Le Mans, right?
Yeah.
And I thought that was like a birthing thing that they do. I don't know. All right, so you get into cars, but at a young age, and you quickly become the senior feature editor for Car and Driver. That's huge.
Yeah, I was actually a little bit late getting into cars. I didn't get a driver's license until I was 21.
Really?
Yeah, and I grew up in Los Angeles. It's a car city, but
wow, that is wild.
No, I was taking the bus, which is pretty much the opposite of a Cadillac. But
are you with Bus and Driver?
Bus and Driver, Bus and Rider.
Yeah, Bus and Rider. Wait a minute, this lady's with Bus and Rider. Can we get the lady from Car and Driver?
Maybe she's in the car with Jay coming in.
But I respect that you didn't get your license until you're 21. Because I have a 20-year-old, and she has car insurance that's costing me $8,000 a year.
Yeah, it's a big commitment, and I was afraid of it. But then once I did get my license, I was like, oh, I have to make up for lost time because having a car is the best.
What was your first car? Like a 2023 Cadillac?
Yes, that's exactly the kind of upbringing I had.
That's right.
No, it was a 1973 Plymouth Duster.
Okay, all right, old school.
Old school.
You are old school. I like that about you. I mean, just humble and you're not into new age, all this kind of crap. All right, let's talk
yoga. I do.
Okay, let's talk about the Cadillac. What is the highest end Cadillac they offer right now?
Well, Ezra Dyer recently did a story driving in Detroit in the highest end Cadillac, and he
that
went
right?
to all of the different architectural sort of stopover points because it is all about glamour and elegance.
That's right.
And so he wanted to kind of connect that with the history of Detroit, where it, you know, because the designers were looking at architecture and they were looking to kind of give this idea of elegance that Cadillac has always been able to get across in their cars, but they really want to be top end now.
My dad grew up owning a Seville all the time, and then my mom had a Coupe de Ville. And when my dad made it and my mom made it, their first cars that they bought were Cadillacs.
Really?
I grew up in the back seat of my dad's Seville or my mom's Coupe de Ville, and that was a sign of making it, and I think it still is.
Yeah, maybe there are some kids who are going to be growing up in the backseat of a Celestique.
That's right. My daughter asked me. I have a 20-year-old daughter, and she asked me last week. She said, "How old were you when you had to stop using a car seat, like a baby seat?" And I'm like, "What the hell? My generation, we barely had seatbelts."
Did you just ride on the package tray in the back of the
That's
Cadillac?
right. Yeah,
like just looking out
exactly
the window?
right. Yeah, I'm on the back. But we used to ride. My mom had a Mercury station wagon, and with the wood paneling on everything. And then that was my car in high school, so I could take 9 people and luggage to the airport in my high school car. But I remember, the jump seat in the back of that Lincoln. Mercury wagon. I think it was called the Wagoneer. We sat on the jump seat looking backwards and on top of a 30-gallon gas tank. That was our seat with an 18-wheeler 9 feet behind us, and we're on top of a 30-gallon gas tank. I guess they don't do that with kids anymore.
No, there are no backwards facing seats in wagons anymore.
Right. Brian Regan had a great line. Brian Regan said the kids that are sitting in those seats have a wildly different vacation than everybody else. Like, I wonder what those billboards say.
Yeah, it's true. They're always like late to know what everybody else is talking about because
That's right.
you have to wait till the long car passes the view.
But Jay Leno said this last time. He was on with us last week or a week and a half ago. And Jay Leno's coming. He's on his way.
I am not Jay Leno.
You're not. Yeah,
confused.
you're not Jay Leno. But Jay Leno's driving a '57 Cadillac, I think, over here. So he's going to drive. He's going to come right through that door. Hopefully not the car all the way through here. But he said the Cadillac over the last 5-10 years has really, really doubled their luxury and their engines, and really have made an unbelievable quality car.
Well, and
World class.
Also performance, which I think has been very exciting for people who like the brand, because not only are they making some very, like I said, elegant cars and with a lot of features and new technology. They're going into electric cars, so
Right.
People who are interested in that technology have a Cadillac option. But then also the V cars are really fast. I mean, they're basically muscle cars, except in the packaging of a Cadillac.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. And now when you working for Car and Driver, I know they give you cars for a week or so and you drive them around. That must be awesome. To have a new car every week.
It's pretty fantastic. It's very easy to get spoiled. But I will tell you, it makes parking really hard. I used to be very good at parallel parking,
Right.
but now I'm never in the same car. And I'm always like, how big is this car?
Right.
How far away is the curb? So it's really nice that the new cars at least have camera systems and
Right.
little beeps and stuff. So I don't curb those big, 21-inch wheels.
Is a parking assist just going to be normal in every car in the future? So you just press a button and it parks itself?
I think it is definitely. I mean, there's already so many options for it, and people
Right.
do seem to really like it and appreciate it. I know that the cameras and sensors are very, very helpful to people who are not super comfortable driving.
See, I'm not a camera guy. When I reverse now, this is my camera.
Yeah, but then you get in a new car and you do that and you can't see anything, so you sort of have to learn to trust the camera.
Yeah, and you know what? And the car that I drive has a front end camera. I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that.
Right. You call it a window.
Yeah. It's called my eyes. I can see that. I don't know why there's a camera in front of that car. I mean, again, for guys that have to get like 8 inches from, they're parking in New York, or whatever.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. It's like
maybe.
the kind, the kind of garage where you have the tennis ball hanging.
Yes,
So when
I
it
have
hits
that.
that,
I have that. I put that for my daughter. There's a little tennis ball hanging there, and it goes right on her windshield, and that's when she knows, she's good.
Yeah. Well, if she had more cameras, she wouldn't need it anymore.
But I like that old school technology. The ones, I bought one of those lasers where it shows you, it turns red when you're close enough to the curb. And I didn't like it. I like the tennis ball on a string.
Some curb feelers on
That's
your car.
right. You know what? I miss curb feelers. I'm glad that you brought that up, because there are people in this audience that are old enough to remember curb feelers. It was like a wire that came out from the car, and you could hear when you were close to the curb.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can convince people to bring it back.
Cadillac should bring that back. Are they bringing back curb feelers?
Yeah, I heard it's an option on the Lyric.
The Lyric's supposed to be an unbelievable car.
It's lovely.
I got to see it. Do they have one here?
I'm sure they do.
Okay. All right, Alana Scher, thank you so much for coming out. I wish you a huge success with Car and Driver. I hope you're there forever.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice to meet you.
It's great to meet you, too.
We'll see you again. All right, we are out here at Cadillac Pasadena. Come on by. There's probably about 100 people here or so. Bellio's here. Michelle Cube is here. Angel Martinez is here. So come on by. We're on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. And I'll tell you where we are. We're streaming live on YouTube at Conway Show Official. We're also streaming on Facebook at The Tim Conway Jr. Show. And then the other one is Instagram. We're on Instagram at Conway Show. So if you want to watch, you can do that. You can pop by as well. If you want to bring your dog in a stroller, I guess you could do that. What the hell, right? Dog in a stroller. That's great. Oh, the dog's name is Cadillac? Okay. Excellent. But anyway, we're going to be here till 7 o'clock tonight. Jay Leno is coming by in about 15, 20 minutes. So you want to be here for that. It's the Conway Show, 3475 East Colorado at Cadillac Pasadena. Ding dong with them. Now more with Croge. The Conway Show! Ding dong! We are live here at Cadillac Pasadena, 3475 East Colorado. We have Alana here, who is with Car and Driver. And we have, Your Honor, the Mayor, Victor Gordo of Pasadena. Wow, man, this is unbelievable. This is really your go season. All hands on deck. I'm surprised you're even sitting here.
Well, you know, it's always fun and a great opportunity to come and celebrate with our local business community, and so we have to make time for that. And I appreciate very much having been invited, and thank you for having me.
You know, these dealerships, and this one in particular, they are so beautiful, and it sort of represents like the design in Pasadena too. They didn't just throw this thing up. And when you come in here to buy a car, you feel like you're really being treated well. I parked out here, and 3 guys carried me on a loft and on a gondola and brought me in here. It's wild.
Well, I'm hoping you'll get a ride in the Batman car on the way out.
How long have you been mayor of Pasadena?
I've had the honor and privilege of serving as mayor since 2020.
Okay, an easy year to become mayor. COVID.
Yeah, you know, you're careful what you wish for in life. You know, you get elected and the whole world shuts down.
But you guys did something great during COVID, and you know, there was a lot of information, a lot of misinformation coming out about COVID, and you guys started your own health department.
Well, we had the health department has been there for over 100 years.
That's what I meant.
Yes, we had our own health department at the time that COVID struck, and it was very helpful.
It was great.
It was very helpful.
And you guys helped us out a lot. Hey, I understand Jay Leno. 1 second, Mayor. I understand Jay Leno is on the phone. Is he on the phone with us? Jay, you there?
I'm right here. I'll be there in 2 seconds. I'm going to literally drive into the showroom. Yes.
Oh, okay. Jay Leno is coming in his 1957 Cadillac. I think it's a steam powered.
Yeah, only 2 payments left.
All right. Jay Leno will be joining us here shortly. Again, we have Alana here with Car and Driver and the mayor, Victor Gordo, of the great city of Pasadena. How big is Pasadena? How many people?
Pasadena's about 145,000 strong.
Yeah, it is great. I love coming to dinner in Pasadena. I wish I could move to Pasadena, but I filled out an application. They said, no, I'm not good enough for Pasadena. But I love the restaurants. One of my favorite places, King Taco downtown.
Absolutely.
I drive, before they opened one in Glendale, I would drive every night, from Burbank to King Taco. But I just love the vibe here. And from now until New Year's, all hands on deck.
Absolutely. Pasadena is a great city. We're very fortunate. What other city in the world, in the universe, can you think of that's small enough that it's manageable, but big enough to provide a world stage?
Right. And you directly and indirectly raise the property values here in Southern California, because they say 100,000 people watch the Rose Bowl and the Rose Parade and move out here from Michigan or Ohio or Nebraska to live out here.
Absolutely. The parade and the game were intended as tourism and drawing people out, and it worked.
It did work. It continues to work. All right, thank you very much. Oh, no, that's for Jay. Sorry. Jay Leno is with us. He just pulled up in his 1957 Cadillac. Ladies and gentlemen, from The Tonight Show, Jay Leno. Hey, nice to see you, man. How you been? This is Alana. This is the mayor of Pasadena. We got headphones for you there and a microphone. Buddy, I was walking out of the house today, and my daughter said, it's so great to have Leno and Conway, the comedy team, back together.
Yes, it really is. It's more 80-20, but yeah.
Well, you'll catch up. I
understand. Yeah, no, this is great.
What did you drive in today?
I drove a 1957 Cadillac.
That's, man.
That's a real car.
Yeah, it is.
I'll tell you, so you drive that, you smash your head on the dashboard, they hose it off and sell it to somebody else.
That is great.
That car is so big, you don't have a radio, you have live acts. You have live acts performing in the car. It's unbelievable.
That is awesome. What's the mileage on it, 2?
Well, you have on the highway. No, but that is when you realize what else was around in 57. Well, if you bought a Jaguar or Rolls Royce, you got a 6-cylinder with manual wind windows, possibly an automatic, but not really, a 4-speed, no air conditioning, none of that. I mean, this had a V8, power windows, power brakes.
No kidding. Power windows.
Yes, this is really, it really was the greatest car in the world, certainly for that year.
Do you remember, you have to be watching on YouTube or on video to see this, but do you remember in the old days, if you got into an argument with another car driver, you would look at him and go, roll your window down.
That's right.
Now you just go.
My dad used to call Cadillac. My dad would say Cadillac is the Rolls Royce of automobiles. I go, Pop, Rolls Royce. I mean, he never got it right. He goes, no, it is. That's a compliment. I go, no, it's not a compliment, Dad, because the Rolls Royce is another car.
But later on in the show, and I'll remind you, I hope you tell the story of you ordering your dad's car.
Well, we can do that. But I was listening to your show the other day. You had an auto body guy on. Do you remember the guy from the auto body show?
Yes.
And you said, now the guys that put the aluminum siding on the car. Okay. I said, if they're putting aluminum siding on your car,
that's great.
That's really not.
That's a high-end car, Jay.
Yeah, that's a high-end
car. Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
I meant aluminum doors and quarter panels.
Yeah. That's what.
But they are aluminum for some of those cars, aren't they?
Some is, but because of safety reasons, you usually have to have steel. I mean, you have steel door guards. That looks like a big, heavy car.
Let's go look at it.
But it's really not as heavy as modern cars because the complete absence of any safety equipment. I mean, there's no steel dart. There's no. You don't have any of that. You don't have the the airbag and all those things add weight. That's probably a hair under 4,000 pounds, which is still a lot.
That is
but a
yeah.
lot of cars, you get a Hellcat or one of those cars, they're 4,400, 4,300 pounds.
Right.
So, you've got pretty good performance too. And they're wonderful cars to drive.
Real quickly, we got to take a break. But the electric, like Escalade or the high end, those have to be 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 pounds.
Oh, easy. Yeah. The Hummer's 10, but
is that right?
You've got
wow.
so much power. But that really is the class leading electric vehicle now. In the last couple of years, Cadillac has really stepped to the forefront. A lot of other electric car companies have been producing the same thing for years and years. And just wonderful reviews, the Lyric on all of those. They're just real engineer cars.
And Jay's not just saying that, but the last 2 years, every time you've come on, you talked about Cadillac way before this dealership or, we ever worked together here.
Well, the thing I like about it, when I was a kid, it was your old man's car. It was
Right.
like they were all about luxury.
That's right. Yeah.
Now you've got engineering, luxury, and sport. So you've got the combination. You got a car that handles, but you can take to the Nürburgring. I mean, Mark Royce, the president of GM, he went 233 miles an hour.
Wow.
In the new Corvette. I mean, what CEO is allowed to even do that anymore?
Yeah.
But
what's the fastest you've been in a car?
278
Wow, unbelievable.
on the soft flats, not on the road, not on Colorado Boulevard.
All right, we got to take a break. I got a call from John, the guy that gave us the tour of your garage. Very nice guy.
Yep.
He said he wanted me to autograph a picture for you to put up in your garage.
Yes, boy, I would love to have that.
We'll do it during the break.
Yes, people.
Okay.
This is what a non-car guy looks like.
That's right. And Jay looks like one too. All right, we're here live at Cadillac Pasadena. We've got the mayor, we've got Alana and Jay Leno.
Hello, Alana. Good to see you again.
More now with Carl.
Thank you, thank you.
We are back together again, Conway and Leno. Actually, probably Leno and Conway, right? Leno and Conway.
They go alphabetical for legal reasons.
Okay, but we should get start touring again. We had a lot of fun and made a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, I didn't make any of it. Apparently, you did. Apparently,
Jay Leno is with us. Also, Alana here from Car and Driver, senior feature editor of Car and Driver, and Dustin King, the COO of U.S. Auto Trust. Nice to see you, man.
Hello, everybody. Thank you all for being here tonight.
Thank you for coming down. I know.
Tim, you ever driven an Auto Trust? It's a nice car.
Oh, buddy, it's the best. It is the best.
Yeah.
You have been in the auto industry for 25 years.
25 years, yeah.
And after you started washing cars in high school?
I was washing cars at a high school, at a Chevy store, actually, a General Motors dealership. So
my kind of guy. He probably washed my car.
I worked at, in fact, I did odometer recalibrations. That was my job at the dealership.
All right.
The used car would come in with 80,000 miles. I'd do the corrective 19.5, and then we put it back on the shelf.
nice.
I'd have my mom drive me around, so a little different. All right, let's talk about Cadillac. I know that you're involved with the other lines as well.
We have some different brands. So our company owns several different brands right now. Obviously, we're all here tonight for Cadillac and celebrating the grand opening of this fine dealership. Looks amazing. But
it does look great. It looks beautiful here.
It's stunning, absolutely stunning. We're all very, very excited.
And what is the Cadillac that sticks out? People come in and they see that and go, I got to have the Celestiq.
The Celestiq is getting a lot of attention.
Have you seen it, Jay? The
Yeah,
Celestiq?
I've driven it. It's nice.
It is nice, huh?
It's a very nice car. Well, you know, it's interesting.
More safety features than your 57.
Yes, anything has more safety features. A Conestoga wagon has more safety features than that. But the fun thing about Cadillac to me is now Europeans always to be very, big lead sled, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And now they realize American engineering, that's what I like about the American auto industry. It's all engineering people now. Going bankrupt was the best thing that ever happened.
Oh, good.
Because you got rid of the guy from Zenith and Whirlpool that
Right.
was selling. And now you've just got engineers at every level. Engineers working on luxury, engineers working on driving, and it really makes them fun. And when they take American cars out, almost every European magazine agrees there's no greater value than a Corvette in terms of performance for the money. For the sales tax on a European exotic, you could get a brand new Corvette. It's faster.
I was reading an article about the new line of Cadillacs, and their new theory is the customers, not only the customers first, but the customer's comfort is premier, and then you back in the technology. Before, they used to create the technology and then worry about the customer. But now the customer is first, and then they adapt the technology to what the customer wants. And Cadillac has been knocking it out.
Oh, yeah, no, they do a great job.
And they're also getting it to F1 too, or they got.
Yeah, I think that's exciting because that really shows you're an engineering company. I mean, I was never that into F1 until it started showing up on TV because it was like watching space shuttle stuff. It was so high tech.
Right.
I mean, lug nuts at $1,500 a lug nut. That kind of thing where you go, well, this is out of the realm of, and the drivers would have, the tinted, so you couldn't see their face. So it wasn't the human emotion. And when that show came on Netflix, it really made you like the drivers, understand the problems, the frustrations. And it's fun to see Cadillac taking, I mean, they could very easily just say, we're the luxury brand. But they try to cover the whole basis: performance, luxury. You make a complete package, which is really exciting.
Dustin King is with us, the CEO of U.S. Auto Trust.
Yes, sir.
And that's a huge company.
It's a big company, yeah. So we have some different brands. We've got Ferrari dealership, Lamborghini dealership. We've got a Pagani brand, which is really exciting as well.
I think Jay owns some of those. Is that right?
I don't have any Pagani, but I got some Lambos.
Dustin, now that you have Ferrari, but then also Cadillac, who are you going to root for next year in F1?
Well, we also have
that's a
Aston
great
Martin
question.
as well.
Oh my gosh!
So we've
we've
got
really got
we've got the
home.
racing teams
Decision.
covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you go to Vegas for the?
I did. I was
For
at
the race?
at the concourse. So I went to the concourse event. I didn't actually get to the F1 event. The concourse was beautiful, though. They had a tremendous amount of cars there. A lot of. It was pretty impressive. So
What amazes me, I'm not the biggest car guy in the world.
Really?
Yeah, I know that. But what's amazing me, how quickly you can go from the Golden Nugget to Mandalay Bay in one of those cars.
Oh, sure.
It was, for me, it takes you an hour driving down the strip. For
Right.
those guys, it was 6 seconds.
Right, 6. There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
like your honeymoon. Yeah.
Yeah, the racing is pretty exciting. The F1 stuff, I've been getting into it more, obviously, with the brands and And we've got the F1 car here in the showroom, which is a real privilege. So thank you, Cadillac, for bringing that out for us.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Where's the money in F1? Because the prize to win that race was, I think, $1 million.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
And
but the prize to enter is $200 million. No, that's true.
Is that right?
If you have a team and you'd like to be in it, well, that's the entrance fee.
No way.
And then it goes from there.
Really?
You know, I was at the pits in Austin, and there is so much money there.
Oh,
I mean,
bet.
you know, I said, well, let me go get something to eat, you know. And it usually race car food. It's, you know, it's old hot dogs on the street. You go to the Italian booth, the Italian guys cook. It was the best pasta I ever had. I mean, I'm on the track, and they're making it fresh right there. They're making this. You go to the German one. There's not a piece of trash on the ground. There's not a Coke can lying around. I mean, it's immaculate. It's really amazing what a job they do with that.
Yeah, I went to, speaking of food, I went to Mount Hood up in Oregon, and we went to, there's 4 different restaurants on the top of Mount Hood there, and we tried all 4 of them, and all 4 were the best restaurants I've ever had in my life. And I asked the maitre d', I said, hey, how do you have 4 tiny restaurants in this little town, and they're all great? And you know what he said to me? He said, rich people don't eat crap.
Right. Okay.
F1 racing is
You
the
must have felt bad.
F1 racing is the
You must have
only
been
motorsport that I've ever been to where you could have a conversation with someone that starts with, how many lobsters have you had today?
Oh, that's
wow.
classic.
Wow.
But so the prize in winning the race means nothing.
No, the prize is not the problem. What you're selling is merchandise.
Oh, I
and
see.
it's hundreds and millions. I mean, you pay the drivers $20 million, $30 million
Wow.
a year.
Really?
You know, Phil Hill was the first American world champion, and he and I were good friends. And he raced for tires and gasoline. Literally, he had to get himself to the races. He drove for Ferrari because to be asked to drive Ferrari was a huge honor. So
Sure.
there was no money. I mean, you might get a meal, but that was about it. But he said, one year I got free gas and tires, and he was thrilled. He was thrilled. Yeah.
You know, they said they were going to do an F1 race in Los Angeles, but they were afraid of everything was going to get ripped off.
Okay. Well, that would be really cool if they did.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a great event.
They could do in Pasadena, though. Pasadena's clean.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice hang. But the city of LA, I think, is years off.
Yeah.
I love the Vegas F1 race, though. That's a really
it's-
cool deal.
It seems to be the main event for the F1 right now. Everybody seems to love that one. It brings a lot of attraction.
And the
So-
city embraced it, too. You know, they really got behind it.
Yeah, they I think it's about 3 months it occupies the strip.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
yeah, they
So-
spend money. I mean, you couldn't have in LA. Coldwater Canyon looks like the Chisholm Trail. There's so many. I've gotten 4 flat tires. Bang! It hit.
Yeah.
What is it? You know, where am I? Jeez. You know, so there's so many potholes. You couldn't have you could have an off-road race in LA.
Yeah.
But
Dustin, thank
Yep.
you for coming
Thank
by.
you.
Congratulations on the big
Thank
dealership
you.
here.
Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Give me a business card. I would like to get a deal from you on a car.
Sure,
I'm
we'll
looking
take
at
care
a
of you.
Lotus.
Absolutely.
All
Thank
right,
you very much.
We're live. It's Tim Conway Jr. Jay Leno is with us. Alana Schur. We got plenty of gas. We're here at 3475 East Colorado. Come on by. We'll be here till 7 o'clock. And then we're taking the F1 car out for a spin.
yeah, there you go.
Ding dong.
There you go.
We're live on KFI More Now. Crowd.
I got a car.
Everybody, we are live here at Cadillac Pasadena. Yes, come on by. 3475 East Colorado. Jay Leno is with us. Alana's Sure is with us, also a senior feature editor at Car and Driver. And we have the race kid, Liam Nacho Waddy.
Yes.
Hey, rolls off the tongue. How old are you, young man?
I am 11.
All right, and you're already starting racing?
I started when I was about 6 years old, actually.
What? Why so late? Couldn't find a car?
Yeah.
But that is late. I
It
mean,
is late?
The guys, their kids are starting at 3 and 4 and
No
go. Isn't that
way.
right? I mean, what you're looking here is the equivalent of an Olympic athlete. This young guy is training. In 10 years, he could be world champion.
That's right.
Quite easily.
Yeah,
And
he's really into it.
and it's extremely hard work. You know, everybody thinks driving. Well, you're just driving a car. How hard can that be?
Right.
I mean, the G forces, the lightning reflexes. It's really amazing. It takes very, very special people to be able to do this, and not many kids can do it. So, congratulations, my friend.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Well, you told us a story that you were doing. Some great athlete got behind a car, never really.
Oh,
drove.
I did the celebrity race at
Yeah.
Toyota Grand Prix.
Right.
So it's like Dan Gurney and me and Helen Hayes, somebody like So I said, I'm going to get behind Dan Gurney and just do what Dan Gurney does. So I got Dan Gurney brakes, I brake. Okay, I'm staying with him. Good. And then he's a little bit ahead of me. Okay, all right, I'll catch up to him. And then he's in my rearview mirror. I got what happened? And then he lapped me.
Oh, that's
And
great.
I thought I was doing unbelievable. But you realize everything is measured in a tenth of a second.
Yeah.
And you are an also ran. You're like third place, because a tenth of a second could be 100 feet or 200 feet.
Yeah. Liam, what got you into racing?
So basically, I come from a family of mechanics and engineers. My two
All
uncles
right.
are engineers.
Same with me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my dad is a lawyer, but
Okay.
it does fund me.
Right.
So basically, it was around quarantine time, 2020, 2021, and I was actually at my uncle's apartment, and he had a racing sim, and I wanted to try it out, and I was actually pretty good. So my uncle and my dad split a go-kart 50-50 and said if he doesn't like it, we'll just sell it. And my uncle said, you can have the cost after, we'll just split
that's cool. And you still have that go-kart? Is that still your car?
it.
Or you moved up?
I have moved up, but we did not keep the go-kart. I think we sold it about last year, and then we went back to my local track in Denton, Texas, and I basically just took off from there.
Good
racing.
for you. And how many wins do you have? How many tournaments have you won?
So
They call it a tournament, Jay?
I don't know. It's not jousting. There's no tournament. You're not on a horse with it.
How many races have you?
Well, you can't really. You see, you're not being fair, because it's a learning experience. Professionals. It's like when you watch a baseball. You go to high school and you watch a baseball game. They lost the game, but boy, that kid was unbelievable. I mean, he and that's what this is. There are people watching him, even in Europe now. Is he going to be the next champion? I mean, Lando Norris. How old is Lando?
26.
26. Okay.
And so this is what you want. You want to get into F1 or Indy or NASCAR?
I would prefer F1. I really like the endurance series. I would race those, Porsche Cups, Supercars. Oh, sorry. Really anything.
What about NASCAR?
I mean, I've been to a couple of NASCAR races. I'm not greatly into it, but I look up to a couple people.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, racing has become huge, and you, I imagine, have a pretty cool simulator at home.
Yes, I do.
With all the bells and whistles.
Yes.
And even the seat that moves.
Yeah, I have a motion simulator, the force feedback on the wheel. I actually have a karting seat, karting steering wheel in there. 3 monitors, a PC in the back. So
oh my God,
really extravagant.
But it's not a toy. It's not a toy. I mean, it's a real tool.
Right.
Yeah.
But eventually, you're never going to have to go outside. You'll just race somebody in your simulator.
Yeah, I have been racing some esports races. iRacing.
Do they have that? They have esport racing on simulators?
Oh, yeah, that's
Yes,
serious.
they have
Wow.
esports.
I got to get into that.
See, this is what happens when you never go outside.
How can you tell my Mediterranean tan?
Oh,
Exactly.
It's look, my tan matches your
Oh
jacket.
yeah.
But
The original race kid.
the level of physical fitness for an F1 driver is the same as it is for a heavyweight boxer.
Is that right?
Oh, it's unbelievable. Because
Wow.
you think you're just sitting there, but the G forces on your neck alone, it's the same
Right.
as a fighter pilot and a
So
jet.
if it doesn't work out in racing, you become a fighter.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, think on it. All right, you want to pitch your social media and where you are on YouTube and everything?
So I have YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. On all platforms, I'm on TikTok, Liam Nachawati, and I actually have my social media manager here. So if you want to ask him any questions,
The race kid. What? What did he say?
Leo Marketers, my marketing firm, they have a few other clients. They're really good.
Well, go get it. Knock on wood. I don't know if there's any wood in this here. That nothing. That you have a safe travel back to Dallas.
Thank you.
All right, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Ding
you.
dong
also.
with you, buddy. I know you don't know what that means,
Nice
but
to
ding
meet
dong
you.
with you anyway.
There you go.
All right, Jay Leno is with us, and also Alana Schur from Car and Driver. We're live at Colorado, Pasadena, Colorado. Come on out. We'll be here till 7 o'clock tonight on KFI AM 640.
Good job.
I
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's the Conway Show. Jay Leno's with us. We are live at Cadillac Pasadena, 3475 East Colorado. We got probably about 200 people here or so. And Jay Leno, along with one of your buddies, Johnny Lieberman, is with us. How are you, sir?
Hello, I'm good. I'm doing well.
Design and analyst for cars and trucks and the whole world.
Yeah, plus, kind of follow Jay around a little bit.
No, he is really an excellent journalist. He goes. Where were you this week? You're in Portugal driving Ferraris.
Yeah.
He goes all over the world testing car. All the manufacturers bring him in, so he knows what he's talking about.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
What a great job.
It beats working,
Did you grow up around cars, or was your dad a car guy?
My dad loved cars, but we never, when I was real young, he had cool cars, and then he sort of stopped. But like when I was a kid, he had, 280Z, 2+2.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah,
cars.
and he had, I thought it was cool, Civic CVCC. He had a TR4 that worked for about 2 days out of the entire, couple years he owned it. Replaced with the TR6, which was equally reliable. And then he bought a Japanese car, something besides the Honda. And it just worked. He was very enthralled with that.
My dad had a Rover growing up.
Okay.
And it was in the shop quite often.
Yeah, apparently it's hereditary, you and your father, with automobiles. You seem to have the same sort of vibe. You just quite miss the mark. Don't quite get. What do you got? I got you ever said I got a Rover and people go, oh,
Right. Oh, yeah.
I got a Rover. Yeah,
that's a car
Isn't
from
that a
England.
dog? Isn't that a dog?
That's
a Rover?
classic. What is it? Was that an English car?
It is an
Oh,
English car.
very, very much
And
so.
you know,
yeah.
the English is, I have a car called the Bristol. And the English, and I'm wondering why this car never had air conditioning, because it has, it's a luxury car. And in the handbook, it says the reason we don't provide air conditioning, we do not want the passengers to miss the pastoral smells as they drive through the country on a beautiful summer day. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh,
it's
my
115 out. I want to smell the car.
When did AC become stock? When did almost every car?
1941 it came out.
Is that right?
With a
Packard.
Cadillac, right?
No, it was a Packard.
Oh.
Packard had it. And it wasn't actually air. It was a refrigeration unit. It's like in a freezer. So you turn it on, and you're hanging meat after about 5 minutes, and then you have to turn it off till it gets. Oh, and then you turn it back on again. I mean, it was really an on-off switch.
But then Frigidaire was right in there, which was
Frigidaire.
GM,
Yeah, Frigidaire
right?
was GM.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jay, you got to tell that story of ordering your dad's first car. I love that story. For people
Well,
that may not have heard that story.
Well, my dad would just buy whatever's in the showroom. I remember first we went down to look at a Cadillac, and they wanted $4,450.
Wow.
That was the top of the line Cadillac in '64. My dad out of $4,425, and they said no.
Okay.
Because that was the salesman's commission, $25.
Right.
That was
Wow.
his commission. So we went down to the Ford dealership, Shawsheen Motors in Andover, Massachusetts. And at that time, the Mustang it was all Mustangs and Falcons. And my father said, "Oh, we want a full size car. Let's go to the Chevy dealer." And the guy says, Tom Lawrence, I remember the salesman's name.
Wow.
He says, you can order a car, Mr. Lawrence. He goes, I don't want it. 4 to 6 weeks, you'll get exactly what you want. I said, Dad, let's order a car. All right. And then I said, can I pick the engine? And my mother said, let the boy pick the engine. What difference does it make?
Right.
So I said, could I have the thing? So I checked police pursuit package, 428 engine,
Perfect.
muffler
that's
delete
great.
option,
Right.
heavy duty rear end, heavy duty suspension, and muffler delete. All right, so okay.
So you built a Blues
yeah, so
Brothers cop car.
Yeah, I said, hey, Dad, sign this. Oh, what's this? This is, all right, yeah, fine. So we wait. About 6 weeks later, he goes, hey, the car, let's go down, pick up the cars. We go down, we walk in the show, and right away, my dad's disappointed. It's got bucket seats. I like a bad. I don't want buckets. Dad, they all come. That's what they have. All right, fine. So my dad gets in the car and he turns the key and it goes, hunger. He goes, there's a hole in the damn muffler. It's a brand new car. There's a hole in the muffler. I go, no. The guy goes, Mr. Leonard, you checked the police pursuit muffler delete option. He goes, what do you mean muffler delete? And he sees check muffler. And now he knows. he knows he's been had.
That's so great,
So
man.
he starts yelling, and he said, oh, let's get the hell out of here. Right? He's all mad, So he starts the car up and as he gives it gas as he drops it into gear, and we're on the showroom. So the car goes, yeah, just he goes, it's a damn rocket ship. That's like the rocket ship. What the hell is that?
That's
He just
so
screamed
great.
up. And then 2 weeks later, I remember my parents' bedroom looking for something. And I found he got a ticket for going 110.
Wow.
Yeah. Because
your dad got the ticket.
my dad got the ticket. Well,
Nice.
he was the manager of the insurance company, but now he was the coolest guy in the office because he
Oh,
had the
that's
fastest
great,
car.
dude. That's
So he took
awesome.
half a day. He took 3 of the salesmen with him, and they went out and they got a $110 ticket. Yeah, it was funny.
That's classic. But that's probably the car that obviously you wanted, and you probably drove it more than he did.
I drove it and wrapped it around a tree. Thank
Oh,
you.
you
very much.
did?
Oh, yeah, of course. That's
Yeah.
your job as a 16-year-old.
I failed my first exam to get my license.
Hard to believe.
Yeah. Because I actually got air on the exam. You know where Chandler is, crossing over the valley,
Yeah.
and there used to be train tracks there. Well, I hit it getting the driving exam, and we got air. I remember
They
the
probably don't like
clipboard,
that. Yeah.
the clipboard and the
Yeah.
pen and these guys' glasses and everything came up, bang, bang, and hit down. And I said, I just failed, right? And he said, I can't tell you until we get back. I said, we can make
Yeah.
this short. I
Right.
failed. He goes, yeah, you failed. You got air.
Right.
You got air
Yeah.
on the test. You failed.
Yeah.
Yes, you failed. So I get back, and the guy gets out of the car. His hair is all, screwed up. And he says to my mom, this kid needs 6 months more of radical training before he even takes the exam again.
She must have been pleased.
So my dad brings me back the next day. I get a 95, and I see the guy in the at the DMV. I go 95, stick it. Blah, blah. 2 days later, Mercedes totaled my car and my mom's car.
Wow.
Guy was right.
Well, yeah, there you go.
So I hit the woman that I hit on Rancho gets out of her car and she goes, "My husband's a lawyer, the biggest lawyer in Beverly Hills. I'm going to sue you and your dad for everything you got." And I was 16 years old. I'm like, "Oh my," hysterical, crying. And turns out, how about this? The last luck the Conway family ever had, the woman who was driving the Mercedes that I totaled with my mom's car, her husband is a huge lawyer in Beverly Hills, but is my dad's lawyer.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's
a
good.
conflict of interest.
That's the last luck.
Another rich kid from Hollywood.
So I
Yeah.
burned out that luck
Right.
and never had anything at the casinos or the racetrack afterwards. Because you're only
Well-
born with a certain amount of luck. And I used it that day.
Right. I like the fact you failed the written test, because it's always like when you see a stop sign, you should A, stop,
Right.
Right.
B, slow down, and it's like C, throw glass in the road. It's
Right.
always like some third one which doesn't, it's so stupid.
I know. All right, Jay Leno is with us. Also, Johnny Lieberman. And I see that Gary Hoffman is with us, everybody. Ding dong with that guy. Gary, come on. We got an extra seat. Let's have Gary Hoffman pop up here from the Gary and Shannon show. Is Shannon here too, or is she across the street? The other Shannon. Oh, the better Shannon is here. Oh, that's cool. All right, we're live here at Cadillac Pasadena. Come on out, 3475 East Colorado. We'll be here till 7 o'clock. More now with Crow. It is the Conway Show. Ding dong. Gary Hoffman joins us here from the Gary and Shannon Show. Nice to see you, Bub.
Ding dong with you, Tim.
I know you gave us a lot of publicity on the air today and filled this place up, so I appreciate it, man.
Oh, hey, that's what we
We
do.
owe you a solid.
Anytime.
We also have Brian Smith with us, design director at GM Advanced Design. That's huge. You grew up in Ohio? Let me hit the mic here, though. Where in Ohio?
Cincinnati.
Oh, you a Reds fan?
Not anymore. It's
Yeah,
a
I
long
guess-
time ago. but, yeah.
Okay. My dad's from outside of Cleveland. I went to school in Bowling Green. If I had to do it all over again, I would have raised my daughter in Ohio. Beautiful people.
Yep.
Yeah,
Great.
that's unbelievable.
I like to hear that.
All right, you design for cars. How soon after you design something and you okay something do you see it drive by your house? Years, months?
It takes a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say, somewhere near a couple of years after
Okay.
we're done with it, it's on the road.
What are we going to see in a couple of years that at least you can divulge?
I can't tell you anything.
Can't tell anything.
Yeah.
I got an idea.
Top secret.
And it was Alana Schur who had this idea. I don't know if she's still here. You know what I think would be hot coming back? Curb feelers.
Really?
For guys
Okay.
like me.
We have cameras and sensors and
I know, but you know what?
noises.
If you could make the noise, that scraping sound,
Yeah,
that
okay.
would be.
Brian, I was born in the 60s, so this is my rear view mirror.
Yeah. It's good that your neck still does that.
I'm still there.
I struggle with that.
Yeah, I'm still there, looking behind me
Yeah.
all the time. How did you get into this? It's a great job, but probably really difficult to get into.
Yeah, well, I was really interested in art. I did a lot of drawing as a kid, and I caught the bug with cars immediately. My dad was a car guy, always had something tinkering in the garage. He was a car dealer as well. So I was around cars all the time, and it just was a natural fit. Put those two things together.
Are you more exterior or interior, and is there a difference? Are there specialties?
There's specialty. I spent most of my career focused on exterior design,
Okay.
but now at our studio, we handle everything inside and out.
Is the wood paneling on the old Mercury station wagons coming back?
I hope not.
No.
What about fins? The fins, like Jay's car back there with the 57.
That's a great idea.
Fins would be, that'd be
Yeah.
a massive, it's like the winglets on a 737.
Fins are pretty cool, but we've been there, done that. We're trying to, find the new fin.
Yeah.
What's the new thing?
You must have designed something that you eventually saw on the 210 freeway and thought, like when a band hears their music on the radio for the first time, You must have had that moment where you said, "Oh, I designed that."
I do. I remember one moment sitting in traffic in Detroit, actually, before I moved out here. And there was I could see from the one spot in traffic 4 cars that I worked on
Wow.
at the same time.
Wow, is that right?
I was like, wow, I worked on that design, I worked on that design, I worked on that, you know.
What were they? Do you remember all 4 of them?
They were Cadillacs.
Yeah.
I mean, I spent most of my career doing Cadillacs, you know, CTS, ATS, XT4, and then most recently, all of the electric Cadillacs that are in the room here with us.
We grew up. My dad had a Seville growing up. You know, the one with the eventually one with that crazy trunk that that squared
the
off
bustle
trunk.
back. Yeah,
Bustleback. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom had a Coupe de Ville, and I tell you, back when they bought those cars, that's when you made it. You know, when you had a Cadillac in that driveway.
That's right. That's right. I remember my mom had a '77 Seville, black with a red leather interior, and that was like.
Yeah, those are beautiful, beautiful cars.
Yep.
Are they bringing anything back like that? I mean, any like old school design, just a temporary thing for people like the old Seville or the Coupe de Ville?
Well, you know, we like to reference our heritage. We like to, GM design, Cadillac in particular, has a really rich heritage, right? But we don't want to ape the past. Cadillac in its heyday always looked forward, always looked beyond,
right?
And trying to really introduce new technology, expressive design. It's all about exciting people about the future and being optimistic about the future. So we try to honor our past, but look to the future all the time.
Brian Smith is with us. Also, Gary Hoffman from the Gary and Shannon Show. Brian Smith, the design director at GM Advanced Design. Are you young enough, or I guess old enough, to remember the day that they took the antennas off cars?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
That must have been huge for you, though, as a design guy, not to have that stupid antenna there.
Yeah, we call them shark fins now.
Right? Yeah, right.
Yeah, and
are they much better than they were? I mean, than the standing antenna?
Well, they pack a lot of stuff in them now.
Yeah.
It used to just be a AM/FM antenna. Now we've got OnStar, 5G internet.
Oh wow, yeah.
AM/FM, everything's in that little shark fin.
When you constantly have not fights or arguments, but moments when somebody says, "I like the design, but we have too much technical stuff here. You got to go back and redesign it."
Oh, that's my whole world.
Is that right?
Yeah. No, that's part of. I think that's part of the creative process, is trying to find a way around those challenges or issues, and manufacturing challenges. That's part of the job, and I enjoy it.
As an art guy, I mean, basis in art, that you talked about that being kind of the reason that you got into the design aspect. Are you a guy who has those dreams and you wake up in the middle of the night and you go, that's the next design, that's the next car? Is that when it hits you, or you just work through it, sketch pads? How do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the guy physically drawing the cars anymore, but I try to bring ideas to the team. And yeah, I'm always thinking about cars. You think about them in traffic, you're looking at them all the time. I'm surrounded by it, and you get ideas. And I can't sleep at night, so yeah, I think about it all the time.
Do you ever look at another line of cars and go, "Oh, they ripped me off. That's my design"?
It happens occasionally. You see influences.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a global world right now, and everything is on the internet live 24/7, so everybody's influencing everybody.
So because you work with exteriors, you probably also are constantly battling the guys who want to put the cameras out. You want to hide everything.
Yeah. We call it artful integration of technology at Cadillac.
All right. And you guys do a great job, because I can't find the front camera on my car. I mean, it's
good. We did a good job then.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I see it only when I'm about to hit something. But you know what's really weird, and maybe you have the answer to this, or maybe it's more of a technical thing, but I have a button in my car where I can hit it, and I can see a 360 view of the top of it all around, and I don't know how the hell you guys do that.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? Yeah, there's
unreal.
A couple cameras under your mirrors, looking down.
Oh, that's where they are. Okay.
And then the front and rear cameras, and the image is all merged, and then it's put together as if it's a bird's eye view.
Wow.
Yeah.
But man, it looks like the camera's 20 feet over the car.
It does. That's the idea. Yeah. Bird's eye view.
I also love in the last 4 or 5 years, the softer like chalk colors that have come out. The softer, blues and greens and browns.
Solids.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Less focus on the metallics now.
Yeah.
More kind of rich solid colors.
Was that your idea?
No, but I like them. Yeah.
Are you a color guy too, or you just design or both?
No, we have a color and materials department that handles all the colors. They curate all the new exterior and interior colors and finishes, materials. They're always looking at fashion. It has to be done pretty far ahead of time because paint developments take a while. We have to know that it can be sprayed in the plant and support all the different vehicles that come out of that.
I heard, and maybe you can tell me if this is true or not. Brian Smith is with us. He's the design director for GM. I heard that originally cars were all black because that paint dried twice as fast as any other color.
I was not aware of that, but that's probably true.
It's probably true, right?
It was also cheaper probably than any other color.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Right. Everybody had a black car. Man, I think it's such a great job that, designing cars, especially if you were like a single guy in a bar, that's a home run. Designing exteriors for Cadillacs. Ding dong with you.
I haven't noticed it work quite like that, but yeah.
I really think it's great. I really do. When maybe you can't talk about this. Is Cadillac working on a flying car?
If I was, I couldn't tell you.
Okay. All right. That means yes.
Yeah.
All right. It's around the corner.
Great question.
Brian, I really appreciate coming on. Brian Smith,
Thank
everybody.
You. Appreciate it.
Design director, General Motors, Advanced Design. Really appreciate it, man.
Yep.
Nice to see you.
Yep.
All right.
Great
We're live on KFI AM 640. Jay Leno's with us. Also, Gary Hoffman's with us from the Gary and Shannon Show. Of course, Bellio and Angel have joined us as well. And we have Crozier back in the studio. Crozier, what's going on, bub?
Two teams been charged for the
Man, we got a huge, great crowd out here. Gary Hoffman is with us from Gary and Shannon. And then we also, we're going to have on the phone, Johnny Lieberman joins us as well. But on the phone, we have Rory Harvey, Executive Vice President and President of General Motors Global Markets. Rory, welcome to the show. How are you, sir?
I'm absolutely fine, thanks. What about yourself?
Oh, what a great job you have. Executive Vice President and President of GM Global Markets. How many countries is Cadillac in?
So it's just under, well, if you look at it in terms of Cadillac, it's sub 20. And then if you look at General Motors overall, it's just under 100.
Oh, under 100. Oh, okay. All right. You know, we're gonna put you on hold. We have a bad connection. We're gonna try to get a better connection with you, Rory. It's probably our fault. You know, we don't have the technology that Cadillac has.
Exactly.
Here
I was going to say that.
We just don't. All right. We'll
Yeah, he's calling from a Lincoln, obviously. So.
That's right. All right. Johnny Liebman's with us. Also Gary Hoffman and Jay Leno. This is an exciting time. Anytime a new dealership opens. I remember back when I was a kid, the big dealership in the San Fernando Valley where we all went to look at at a car when we turned 16 or 15. You always get very anxious about a car. Was Terry York in Encino and Tarzana. But you know what, Jay? There's a weird sort of vibe with kids nowadays. Like we had somebody on earlier who it was Alana. And she said, Alana Schur, she works with Car and Driver.
Right.
And she said she never got her license before she was 21.
What?
And I, the day I turned 16, I couldn't wait to get it.
Well, yeah, I was the same way too, because we had to go places virtually. See, we had to go places in reality. You go virtually now. You know?
But it's freedom to get out there and move around.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like in the old days, you call your girlfriend up. Can I take a naked picture? Okay, you drive to her house. Okay, you got your camera. You can't go to the drugstore in your town, so you go 3 towns over. Then you get picture developed, and when it comes back, it's got black bars over it. So you couldn't. Now you just go, hey, will you send me a naked picture? Okay, no problem. Here you go. Press email. So, I mean, that's why you needed a car.
Yeah.
You had to get to the naked girl. You had to go there.
That's why I got my license for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you get it.
Yeah, that is why you get it.
Yeah, 100%. All right, Rory Harvey's with us, Executive Vice President of General Motors Global Markets. You with us, Rory?
I certainly am. Okay now.
Excellent. And where are you? Our global Cadillac's global strategy is what? To sell everybody in the world a car?
No, that's not exactly the strategy. No, we have a target audience, and then we build and design the vehicles to compete against the other luxury brands around the world. We're not present in every single market around the world. We look at where the opportunities are, and that's how we proceed.
I'll tell you something Cadillac has done that is really hard to do. When I was a kid, the average age of a Cadillac buyer was 63. Now it's like 41. Yeah. I mean, they've got it down to, think what that takes. It takes a big Luxo barge that your grandfather drove and convince the next generation that this is going to be the hot hatch to race against BMW or Mercedes. And they've done it. I mean, it's pretty amazing. They've actually brought their demo down to the more desirable demographic.
Rory, is getting into F1 part of that strategy?
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, there's a comment that was just made. If you looked at it, when I first started at Cadillac, that was 2018 now. And when you spoke to people about Cadillac, they all spoke about Cadillac very fondly. And it was typically about somebody who'd made it in the past and they had a Cadillac to demonstrate that they'd made it. And if you look at the new vehicles now, we're getting a lot of conquest customers coming into the Cadillac portfolio. And the demographic in terms of age price profile is reducing significantly. So, that's very, very good. And if you looked at the strategy overall, as you know, General Motors has DNA or racing DNA within its blood, whether it be the IMSA Series, the World Endurance Championships, whether it be NASCAR, whether it be IndyCar. And Formula One gives us the ability to be able to showcase Cadillac on the global stage.
Roy, I appreciate you coming on. Roy Harvey, Executive Vice President and President of GM Global Markets. Thank you, sir, and safe travels.
You know,
Thank
with
you very
with KFI's technology, it sounds like there's a Cadillac underwater.
I know.
Like a Cadillac going off a bridge.
Can Cadillac get into the phone business?
I know, yeah.
Why don't some of these high-tech companies get into cellular where you can hear somebody nowadays? Remember when the first cellular phones came out? It sounded like a guy was next door.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess that. You know why? He was next door. I mean, they didn't have the range, so you went to a guy next door. Yeah, but
Exactly.
Well, they were a lot bigger. They had a lot more watts. I think was
Right.
part of the part.
But the problem with cell phones is that, and for people who are long-winded, it's really annoying. You can't talk at the same time. If you're on a landline, Jay and I could talk to each other on a landline at the same time, and I can hear him. But with a cell phone, or now it's called a digital phone, it only goes one way or the other. It doesn't go both ways at the same time.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I don't think that's true
It is
either.
100% true.
I think he's got the old water-driven model.
100% true. Buddy, I talked you into getting a new phone, didn't I?
I don't know what was the story on that. Go ahead.
Because you called us and it was horrible. And I said, Jay, how long have you had your phone? And you said for like 6 years. And I said, when you buy a cell phone, let's say you go out tonight and buy one from, I don't know, you're on T-Mobile. So if you buy a modern phone tonight on T-Mobile, they put you on top of their list. You have the latest technology in the phone. They put you on top of the list. And as you go down the list, then that's when you need a new phone, like every 3 or 4 years. Then you go to the top of the list when you get a new phone.
Did you ever hear that?
I also think that's false.
Yeah, so do I, but it's okay.
True story.
No, because my brother-in-law has like an iPhone 2, and it sounds great. It's the only thing it does.
He's lucky.
Yeah,
it's lucky man.
The only app he has is the
Yeah,
phone.
it's a
app
phone.
still.
but he's in charge of the list. That's the thing. Yeah.
Just the phone now.
But it's it's one of the reasons why taking calls on radio is so tough because look, I think that Rory guy's great. I couldn't tell you.
First of all, do we all agree that taking a call of radio is so tough? I am physically and mentally exhausted. I mean, to actually press the button. Oh,
right.
No, to press it.
That
No.
was one of the Herculean tasks.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's
To
really
think
tough,
that
To listen to what these guys are saying now, it is tough.
Yeah.
All right, Johnny Liebman's with us, design analyst. What's your best design or your favorite design?
that I like to look at.
Yeah, you like to.
Oh man,
don't you love these kind of
I
questions?
could give you top 100.
Really? All right, let's do top one.
Okay,
let's do 90.
I have a hard time getting away from the Ferrari, the 250 GT short wheelbase. It's
Good looking car.
It's just.
What does that mean? Short wheelbase.
Oh, there was a long wheelbase version that didn't look as good.
Means a bigger or smaller. You like the
Right,
smaller.
but I mean, closer from the back to the front, or
Yeah. The distance between the front wheels and the back wheels was shorter than the long wheelbase version. But just you talk to designers, they talk about proportion.
Right.
That's like all they ever, the surface volume proportion. That nailed the proportion. And so it's got two things I always think people find sexy in cars. One's a dash to axle ratios. I mean, from the steering wheel to the middle of the front wheel, how long that is. If you look at the new Escalade IQ, this is interesting because
wait, I'm sorry, give me that measurement again, because sometimes people
steering wheel to the middle of the front wheel.
Okay,
dash to axle.
Okay,
So
all right,
dashboard to the front axle. To bring it back to Cadillac, the new Escalade IQ. If you look at the Silverado EV, mechanically or identical products. However, since it's an EV and you're really putting what they call a top hat on a skateboard, they put a huge dash to axle into the Escalade. And with the Chevy, you want to emphasize a bigger bed because it's a pickup truck. So, the front door touches the front wheel, no dash to axle. And, that's the thing. So the Ferrari does that well. And then also, don't ask why, no one really knows, but you want the roof to be exactly twice the height of the wheel. The wheels on the car.
Oh, so you looking for stuff like that? That's
well, no, but
interesting.
when you find a good-looking car, you will notice that's like a Jaguar E-Type, dash to axle, and the roof is exactly twice the wheel.
And it just feels better when you get in it.
Yeah, but
no, just looking because we're just talking design.
It also is the best, most popular car is always androgynous. When you look at a Jaguar XK, I've never met a woman that didn't think it was an attractive car because it has a very feminine form, but the rear of it has these haunches over the wheels, which are male. So like a cat about to leap, you know what I'm saying? So the Lamborghini Miura actually has eyebrows over the headlights. The Italians, we call them eyebrows because they're like the woman,
That is great.
But it's true. But the prettiest cars are also drawn by hand. Everything now is sort of with computers.
Yeah, computerized.
But Go ahead.
I'm sorry, we got to take a break. Jay Leno is with us, Johnny Lieberman, Gary Hoffman from the Gary and Shannon Show. We're live in Cadillac, Pasadena, in the front lobby. You'll see us 3475 East Colorado. Come on by. We'll be till 7 o'clock. More now with Crows.
Here's a
I drive these streets, don't come
Cadillac Pasadena. Jay Leno is with us. Ding dong with this guy. Johnny Lieberman, design analyst, and also Gary Hoffman from the Gary and Shannon Show. Is that the Celestic out there?
Yes.
Celestique, yeah, it's good. It's
Wow,
nice.
man, is that a futuristic
That's electric,
car?
right? That's
All electric, yeah.
Have you driven it, Johnny?
I haven't. I've driven every other EV Cadillac and General Motors makes, but not that.
And are they all much faster than the gas-powered
Yeah.
cars?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, with Cadillacs, remember they've had V forever, right? So that's their performance kind of sub brand. So like the Escalade V is like a tenth slower than the Escalade IQ. The IQ is still faster, but their big V8 supercharged stuff is pretty damn fast.
Yeah.
And they're set now on long range. You can get 300, 400, 500 miles.
I don't know exactly that one, but the Escalade IQ is I mean, it's not even rated. They say it's 460. It's so heavy they don't have to rate it.
Yeah, a lot of those are with a Japanese hunger striker driving barefoot. You know, if you just you can get that much mileage. But yeah.
I drove an Escalade IQ from San Francisco to LA, and if I hadn't have stopped to charge, I would have made it to my house with 1% left.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I would have made it. And so 420 mile. And the worst thing you can do with an EV is just sit on the highway at 80 miles an hour. That's like they hate that. You want to like stop and go because they'll recharge a little bit. But,
Oh, is that? I didn't know that.
yeah. That's the worst use case for an EV is a road trip.
You know, I like the fact that they don't have the best mileage in the world, because when I drive by them off the 5 freeway on the way to San Francisco, I feel better about myself.
Right.
Yeah. What do you drive? You drive a Tesla?
I have a Tesla right now. But it's the baby model. It's the 3. But I don't drive it because of saving electricity or anything like that.
Good for you.
It's got to come from somewhere.
Good for you. Screw the environment. That's what I say.
Kids need childhood lung cancer.
I drive it because it reminds me of a go-kart. It reminds me of the golf cart that you used to steal from the golf course, because the pickup on that is so quick.
Yeah.
It snaps your head back. It's much faster than any of the other gas-powered cars I've ever driven.
I see why you're not doing automobile lights. It's like a go-kart, really.
It's like a go-kart.
It's like a golf
dangerous.
cart as you drive it.
I have never driven an electric car in my life.
Oh, you should get a Cadillac.
I'm gonna.
That's
I'm
like
gonna
saying,
get
I've never brushed my teeth and I'm fine. I don't quite. I don't get what the brag is. That's right.
Yeah.
I've never brushed
I'd
my
like
teeth.
to. I just haven't had the opportunity.
Here's the crazy part. They're just like the gasoline cars, just more efficient.
Yeah. I would like to get an electric car because I don't drive. I go from Santa Anita to home. That's
Dude, that's the perfect use case.
It is.
That's literally.
And you will save a fortune and get. I mean, I have a Tesla and it cost me maybe, if you're going electricity, $13 to fill it up for versus $140.
And if you got solar on your house or whatever, I mean, that makes it that much more affordable too.
I would like to get an electric car. I don't know which one fits me. I think that Celestic out there is beautiful. I think I'd like.
Well,
what does that run?
That's $400,000.
Yeah, that's a $400,000 one. But
So
Cadillac
get two
has
of
a
them.
wide range of EVs.
Yeah.
What's the entry Cadillac EV?
Lyric?
Optic. So the
Optic.
Optic is the little one, and they're great.
That's excellent, isn't
It's
it?
an excellent car. Yeah, 300 miles of range, fast enough, very good looking. And what's cool about it is what Cadillac's doing is, it's like, how usually we make this really good technology. You can't have it if you get the small one. So all the good tech is in the little one here, including the first actual studio installation of Dolby Atmos. So you really have that crazy theater sound where they had to remove. I told them, I'm like, you could have done better, but they had to remove the grab handles to put a speaker there.
Oh, that's great.
And I'm like, you could have moved the grab handle.
Audio for safety.
But
all right, Johnny, thank you for coming by. Johnny Lieberman, everybody. I'm sorry. Also, Jay Leno is with us. Gary Hoffman, we're live at Cadillac Pasadena, 3475 East Colorado. Come on by. I'll be here till 7 o'clock tonight on KFI AM 640.
I
Live here at Cadillac Pasadena, Jay Leno is with us. I know you're a big, huge car guy, but you're also a big comedy guy. And you are going to be at Flappers Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. And I'm not that big because I'm at Flappers Friday and Saturday.
Is that something that they call you or you call them? You just
No, I just tell them whatever spot stick me. I like to work. I like to try. You know, I'm dyslexic, so I don't write anything down. So the more I do it.
When I saw you at Flappers, you didn't write any of that down?
No, I don't have anything written. I've never written anything down.
Wow. Man, you did 45 minutes and didn't skip a beat or fumble over a word or anything.
Actually, must have gone to the bathroom. It was an hour and 15. But yeah, that's close enough. Yeah, that's fine.
Were you on for an hour and 15?
Yeah.
Holy
it just seemed like 45.
But, you know, that's great for people that for out of town. You know, they come into L.A. and they're like, Jay Leno, I saw him on TV forever. Now I can see him in person.
Well, there used to be more of that in Hollywood. You know, they used to have celebrities who would show up at places.
Right.
And people would get excited. But, everybody lives
like
somewhere else or whatever. And it's funny. I mean, I really enjoy. I like me. I used to see Bob Hope in the supermarket all the time, and people would go crazy. You know, and I think it was kind of fun. There was kind of an innocence to it that I liked.
I saw Dick Van Dyke about 2 years ago in Malibu at a supermarket, and it's amazing. You know, obviously he's still alive. He's going to be. I think he just turned 100.
Right, just turned 100. Yeah.
And to see him shopping for his own food at a supermarket is awesome. At 98 years old.
Well, doing anything at 98 years old is actually impressive. To see him walk into the market is impressive.
Do you have good genes in your family? People live forever?
Well, these I get these at Target, and they're actually okay.
Your mom and dad live forever?
No, 81. My grandfather made it to 100. You know.
Wow.
But that's the old school. You know, those they walk everywhere.
Wait, is your dad, your grandfather from Italy?
From Italy.
And they're the ones that wanted to put the statue of
Yeah,
you?
that's why I told you that story. Yeah,
That's a great story.
that's a so.
That's a great story. You got to tell these people that story.
Well, it's just so Italian. My grandfather came from Famari, Italy. So somebody from my show visits the town of Famari, and he calls me and says, "Everybody here looks like you." I said, "Well, they're all relatives, you know." So he meets the mayor of Famari, invites the mayor of Famari. If you're ever in Los Angeles, come to the Tonight Show. So 6 months later, he comes, and he looks like an Italian mayor. You know, he's got the little suit that's just a little too small. The buttons are stretched. He got a hat that's one size too small for his head, you know. Mr. Leno. He says, I come from my village of Famari. We're so proud that a descendant of one of our family comes to America. It becomes a huge stuff. I go, well, I'm not really that huge. Oh, no, please. He says, we want to build a statue of you and your grandfather to put in Famari in the town square.
Wow.
And I said, well, yeah, I'm not really a statue guy, but that's right. No, please. Would you just give us permission to do it? You give permission? I said, well, yeah, okay, sure, go ahead. He goes, yes? Okay. Now, the basic statue is $75,000. If you want to be on the mountain looking down, it's $125,000. I said, I'm okay. I'm okay. Just an Italian scam. It just made me laugh.
That's so classic.
Oh yeah, just
so
just
great,
that old.
man.
Hey, my wallet's gone. What happened?
Where are you from in Massachusetts?
I'm from Andover, Massachusetts.
And do they have a statue there anywhere?
There's no statue. No statue.
there.
No.
And you have a house back there.
Yeah, I have a house. Yeah.
Do you ever go to it? Are you
Well,
ever
again,
there?
that's again the purpose of a house. Yeah, certainly.
But you're always in town. Every time you call us or you come on, you're always in LA.
Well, I get back east once in a while. Yeah,
You spend Christmas back there?
It's such a funny place to grow up, because New England is very suspicious. Everybody's very like, where'd you go, Hollywood? I'll try to watch my language here, but here's a New England compliment, and this is a classic. I'm on Marlborough Street in Boston. This guy goes, "Hey, Jay Leno, my friend met you in California. He said you're not an a-hole." I said, "Well, thank you." He goes, "No, really? No, he said that." Like was the
That's
ultimate.
great.
It was like the ultimate compliment. I said, "Well, thank you. I appreciate it." No, he meant it. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
What? I'm sure you still have friends and family there. That
Oh yeah, every deadbeat friend. Yeah.
they bang on you for money.
Well, the funny thing about when you come from a small town, I don't like to impress people, but I feel I have to impress my stupid friends from the 8th grade.
Right.
So at one point, President Obama had given me his phone number, and I had it. And I'm telling my
it's
friends,
huge.
President Obama gave me his number. He goes, "Let's call him up." I go, "Okay, first of all, he's president of the United States, okay? He gave me this number when he wasn't president, and I'm not going to call him. Oh, you don't have it. Nuh-uh. So I said, well, let me show you. I opened my phone. I had my finger over the number, and I said, what does it say? The President of the United States, Barack Obama. He goes, well, let's call. And now it's like 3 o'clock. I'm saying, okay. So that means it's 6 o'clock. All right. I dial the number. I hear, Barack here. Mr. President. Yeah. Jay Leno. What can I do for you, Jay? I'm just here with my friends. Lose this number, Jay. Click, and he hangs up.
That was brief.
Oh, yeah. But
when he was on the Tonight Show with you, when President Obama would fly in, the people in Los Angeles used to get pissed that the traffic was snarled for hours.
well, every president, really.
Right. But then they started flying him to Burbank Airport to make the commute easier.
Right.
And I used to live right off of Hollywood Way. So I'd take my daughter out there and see the president come by. And it's always impressive to see that car and that movement of that person come by you.
And it's so unusual in Los Angeles to see a Cadillac go by with tinted windows. So
But
you
they're
can't-
flying, too.
You can't see who's inside. But,
They're flying. I think it's a huge compliment also that the White House still has a Cadillac shuffle the president around.
Well, they have to use American-made stuff.
Right. They wouldn't use Honda or Toyota.
Well, only because it's built in the United States. They can follow it the whole process through.
Right.
We had Air Force. They call it the Beast, the presidential limo at my garage.
Oh, really?
It is unbelievable. The doors are this thick.
Wow. How'd you get
The
that?
glasses. We wanted to do a video on it.
Oh, I see.
So they brought it by. And it's unbelievable. You can live in it for 3 days.
Wow. Did they stay with it when they brought it over?
Yeah. You can't get in it. You can get up to it and you can look at it. You can't get in it.
Did they show you under the hood?
No, can't show you under the hood.
What do you think's under there?
I'm sure it's just the same engine with a bit more power with a supercharger so it can get out of tricky situations. But the thing is, you could throw bombs underneath it. It might lift the car, but it's not going to break it.
Wow. That's
And
unreal.
somebody could survive in the car for 3 days.
That's amazing.
It carries its own oxygen, carries its own blood, carries everything. Yeah.
I've spent 3 days in my car.
I don't. I think most of your career has been in your cars. I remember.
I spent 3 days in the Santa Anita parking lot.
That's what I'm going to say.
In
Yeah,
my
yeah.
car. You don't gamble much, right? You don't when you go to Vegas?
No, I'm not. You want a gambling, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay. Guys walking
Does it
down.
include me?
Walking down. No, guys walking down the street in Vegas. You know, he's almost at the end of the strip where it's coming in from the desert. You know, they have the sign "Welcome to Las Vegas," and he sees a guy in a suit coming towards him. So I don't want him to play. So he crosses the street, and the guy crosses. He goes, "Oh man." Then he crosses back, and the guy crosses by. He goes, "You know, it's inevitable. I'm going to meet this guy." You know. So the guy goes, "Look, sir. So I know what you're thinking. I'm a successful businessman. Where I go, look at this suit. This is Canale's suit. This is a $10,000 suit. I'm a successful business. My wife's in the car. It broke down outside of town. I walked 3 miles to get in here. I'm a successful businessman where I'm from. I'm just embarrassed. Can you lend me $100?" And the guy goes, "Look, I'll lend you $100, but how do I know you won't use it for gambling money?" Guy goes, "Oh, I got gambling money."
Yeah, the only people who don't laugh at the joke are degenerate gamblers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, there are guys out there who gamble and guys who I'm a player. I'm not a gambler.
Well, see, yeah, but I'm dyslexic, so to me, I play black. Sir, you got 28. What? You have 28, sir. Now everybody else is mad at me. You know.
That's classic.
Yeah, no, I know I'm not. And you know, losing 100 makes me feel worse than winning 1,000 makes me feel good.
Right. Then that's great.
Yeah.
I don't have that, but I wish I had that.
Yeah, obviously, you don't have 100 either. So
Yeah.
there you go. But
The worst thing you can do is take your kid to the racetrack and he wins.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
It's over. All right, Jay Leno is with us. We're live at Cadillac Pasadena.
Cadillac Pasadena.
3475 East Colorado Beetle, 7 o'clock. More now with Crows. dong. Jay Leno joins us. Big car guy, bigger car guy than I am. Probably, right? I would imagine.
I think Columbus is a bigger car guy than you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is classic, buddy. You still have the very first car you bought when you came to LA.
I do. My 55 Buick, yeah.
You own it?
Well, I got 2 payments left.
Is that right? That's the car you slept in when you were out
I
here?
slept in that car, met my wife in that car, got married in that car. Yeah, I still have it.
That's classic,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah, it's cool.
And it still runs.
It's well, I've redone the thing. You know, it's a 55 Buick, and I put a modern Corvette drivetrain in it and a bunch of other things. But you know, it's so funny. 1955 was Buick's greatest year ever.
Oh, is that right?
And in the early 50s, the Ford and everybody else was paying everybody equal wages. This means black and white people got paid the same. So there was a huge migration of African Americans that came up to Detroit and went to work at the factories because they was making the same money as the white workers, which is more than fair. And so consequently, they bought Buicks. When I would park my Buick and I'd come back, inevitably there'd be 3 or 4 older black men. That a roadmaster? Mm-hmm. And they all have a story. And one time I had the Tuskegee Airmen visit. And one of the airmen, when he got out of World War II, he bought a 55 Buick, and he was almost in tears standing next to it. So
that's classic.
Yeah, it was really, really, really pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
my mom is from Detroit, so I spent every summer with my dad's family in Cleveland or my mom's family in Detroit. And Detroit always got a bad rap of, being a dangerous or, crazy town. But my mom, in Dearborn, where she was from, man, it's spectacular. It's a beautiful state and beautiful city.
I'll tell you, great. One day I'm with Roger Penske in Detroit. We're driving around, and I just happened to say to him, I can't believe how clean this city is. I mean, it really was clean.
It is.
And he said to me, and he's a pretty modest guy, he said, we have a program. We give homeless people a key, and the key opens a mailbox. And in that mailbox is gift cards or food stamp. He says, all I ask the homeless people, if you see a piece of trash, pick it up. You don't have to pick it up. It's not contingent. You'll still get the mail,
Right.
the mailbox and the check. And consequently, you see homeless guys pick stuff up and put it. Nobody's twisting their arm. Nobody's telling them they have to. And I thought, well, would that work in LA? I don't know if it
I don't
would or
think
not,
so. I don't think
But
so.
it was just fast because I just noticed how clean it was.
When I remember they used to have the Grand Prix in Detroit. I think it was one of the first cities in the United States that had it. And it was, being downtown and having was it Formula One?
Formula One. Yeah.
And having those cars in downtown Detroit, that's what really America was all about.
Yeah.
All of them built there. And
Well, they weren't built. The Formula One cars aren't built. In
well, no,
America.
I know, but all major car companies in
yeah.
Detroit. But my grandfather, who was born in 1910 and he fought in World War II, he had this thing about, when I went to college, I had a Toyota Corolla and I drove it across country and parked it in his driveway in his yard.
Uh-oh.
And I came out the next day and it was gone. It was down the street, and he said, no cars other than Americans in his yard.
Well, I can understand that from that generation, because you're fighting an enemy,
Right. It seems odd to do it today, though.
It does seem odd to do it today. Yeah. I mean, if you're 103, maybe.
Right. But aren't most cars nowadays built all over the world? Parts come from all over the world.
The idea now is to build a world car that meets every. In the old days, you had American cars that didn't fit European standard. European cars didn't fit. Now everything's pretty much a world car. You need to sell cars all over the world.
Let me ask you a question. Jay Leno is with us. We're at Cadillac Pasadena. How come we can't get Chinese electric cars imported in the United States? Why don't they allow that?
Well, I think you will. I just think you don't want somebody flooding the market. Yeah, I remember years ago, if you have been to Philadelphia, Tasty Cakes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tasty Cakes was the hottest selling cake in the Philadelphia area.
Right.
And Hostess wanted that. So they moved in and they flood the market with basically losing money on every Hostess cupcake just to drive Tasty Cake out.
And ding dongs.
And it was exactly. And it was deemed illegal. It was made against the law. You can't purposely set your business up to ruin another business so you can overtake them, which I think is a good law. And I think that's kind of the problem, what you have now with the Chinese. Yeah.
But it really is interesting. When I was a kid and driving a car, the technology advanced very slowly. like when I got into a car that my dad owned, and by the time I bought a car, there wasn't much difference technologically. But nowadays, it moves so quickly.
Yeah, well, now you have smart cars and dumb people. The old days you had smart people and just regular cars.
But I also heard that the Cadillac and Ford and GM and some of these companies, they're going to take some of the bells and whistles out because people don't use all the apps or everything that comes with the car.
Well, it's a tough business because you have for a while electric cars. That's it. Everybody's going to be electric by 2030, and that was the goal. And then Trump came in. He didn't like electric, whatever reason that might be. So now they have to switch gears. Now they're in the middle. What do we do? So now you have the hybrid, which seems to be the way to go. You got a gas engine with electric motor to help save fuel. And I think that's going to be the standard for a while rather than all electric.
All right, Jay Leno is with us. We have another half hour here. So come on down, 3475 East Colorado. Cadillac Pasadena, Conway Show. More now, it's Croge.
I drive
Conway Show, Cadillac Pasadena, 3475 East Colorado. Come on out and enjoy yourself here. Bellio's here, Angel's here. Round of applause, nothing for Angel and nothing for Bellio. And Jay Leno, everybody, yes. You're going to be at Flappers this weekend.
Yeah, I'll be there Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. You can go see Jay Friday at 8?
No, 7:30.
7:30.
7:30. Friday and Saturday, 7:30.
At 7:30. And who's opening for you? Me again?
I don't know. I know Jimmy Brogan will be there and somebody else.
Never get asked.
Yeah, you could come do it. Sure, I would love to see you. Go ahead, Tim. Let's see how you do, buddy.
I can only do 2 hours.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, Cadillac Pasadena GM Ace Ofini, right?
Yes, it is.
Nice to see you, man. Congratulations
Ace
on
Ofini.
that.
How can you not trust a car salesman named Ace?
Yes,
How about that?
this
Yeah,
is
there you
great.
go. There you go.
Perfect name for it.
How long you been the general manager out here?
For this store, I've been just recently this year.
Okay.
I'm the general manager. I've been with the group for a little under 2 years.
Well, it just opened today. So
Yeah.
so for one day, you've been manager. Yeah.
We've been selling out of a trailer, so we're grateful to be here in our new building. Yes.
We have a special gift for this man. We're giving you the F1 car.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I drive out of here with
You
it?
can drive out of here with it.
Fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday to Ace Ofini.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Ace Ofini. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
There you go. There you are.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That is great. Man, they went all out on that cake, huh?
Yeah,
They sure did. Thank you.
Nothing centered and the numbers are wrong.
I
but
guess the plates and forks will be here in a week or two. But yeah.
This is an exciting time when a dealership opens.
It is. It is a fantastic time. We're excited to finally be done and serve the community and get everybody to come in here and actually drive into a dealership that we can sell and service their cars.
When I was a kid, that was a big deal. They have like free hot dogs and donuts for the kids and the whole thing, you know. But to me, the Cadillac, like, you ever watch the TV show Mad Men? Remember, he walks into the Cadillac dealership in Manhattan, and it looks like you're walking into the Vatican. You know, good heavens, the guys with beautiful suits and ties, and they're all, you get the brochure and the whole thing. Oh, it was really pretty cool.
And now it's back.
Yeah,
that kind of
It's
style is
back to
back. How long were you in construction here?
For a little over a year.
Wow, is that right?
Yes, we were right actually on that side in a bungalow and selling cars from there. And looking at from that day to now, it's beautiful.
Here's a question for you. How long did it take to build the Empire State Building? From first shovel to head of gear, how long did it take to build the Empire State Building?
3 years.
3 years? What do you say?
1 year?
410 days.
Wow. Is
The
that
guy's
right?
been working on my bathroom longer than that. But 410 days. I mean, we used to be able to do stuff in that amount of time. And don't forget, that's with donkeys pulling wagons with stones in them.
Right,
I mean,
you have no
you're
electrical
talking,
tools.
You're right. You're talking 1922, 1923 when it was just unbelievable.
And only 84 guys died.
That's
during
right.
that.
That's right.
Yes.
A little different.
We have none of that happening here. so
Any
that's a good thing.
opening day sales going on? Any big good deals?
End of the year sale that we have right now going on. We've got great inventory in stock right now.
Oh, you do?
And we're ready to go. We're actually a Celestic dealer as well. So just
that's
for
the
everyone's-
Celestic?
That is the Celestic, and we're a preferred Celestic dealer here in LA.
What do they start at?
It started about $380, $389.
Yeah, but see, what you go in, it's not like a regular. The thing that's kind of cool, it's a bespoke car. You go in and you design the car. Here's what I like. This is the interior. I don't want this wood. I want carbon fiber. I want whatever. And you actually work with the team, and it takes probably 2 months, 3 months to get the car done.
Yes.
But your car is built the same way the Rolls Royce or any of those European exotic. I mean, it's really pretty cool. And if you don't have the 380,000, then you've got other Cadillacs in the range that are electric. They're just as good. They're just not bespoke. What you're paying for is the individual attention. You pick your own colors and all that kind of thing. The thing that I loved, you had a convertible version of that.
Wow.
Which
Is that
really
right?
knocked me out. I hope they go into production.
It was a
with it.
concept. I hope so too.
Yeah.
I thought it's a great looking vehicle. So that'd be a great idea to do a convertible as well with it. Yeah.
So if you're a salesperson here and you're working on commission, you unload 2 of those babies a year and you're done.
We don't know. There are not too many of them made yet, but we're hoping so.
Yeah, Tim's like the kind of guy. What do I have to know for the test? What do I have
What's
to
the
do?
answer?
What do I have to do? What do I have to do just to get by? I don't want to do any more.
That's right.
Than just get by.
The artful dodger. Yeah,
That's right. That's
minimum work. Work smarter, not harder.
So I
think
just
is
have
the-
to sell 2 a year, then I have to come in. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Then you can fly around and and enjoy yourself.
Yes.
But is this the first year for this?
That 26 is going to be also 25 and 26.
And how many are they going to make a year?
We don't know that yet. It's depending on how many orders come through.
Well, actually, you're probably talking 50 a year. That would be big because this is a handmade car. I mean, we're living in an era now where everybody wants to have a personal touch with stuff because so much stuff is done by machines. So you can meet the engineers, you can meet the designers, you can talk with them. Here's what I'd like. Oh, okay. And it's a fascinating concept. I mean, they did it in the 30s. Murphy, right down the street here in Pasadena, was the dealership for Duesenberg and some of the other.
Is that right?
Yeah. And you would go in and you could buy one off the floor or you could build your own. And they would come out with the lavish leather-bound books with here's bodies you can choose.
Oh, wow.
And that's really what Celestic is trying to do with the Cadillac. You go in and you meet people and you build, the engineer signs under the hood. I love that stuff.
Oh, that's great. I drive a Lincoln Navigator from 2007.
Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Good night, everybody.
And
We need to get him on an Escalade.
I got to get into a Cadillac because right now, in order to turn the air conditioning on in my Navigator, I have to hit a speed bump. And if I hit a speed bump, it goes on. But if I hit another speed bump, it goes off. Yeah. So I got to be careful on the way to work. I got to hit one speed bump and then get to work.
Or you're right. You're
True
in the right
story.
place.
True story. What is the entry level, real quick, for Cadillac? You come in, you want a Cadillac, your first one. You want to spend $380,000.
Low 50s.
Low 50s. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And what kind of car is that?
You can get a CT5, CT4, or an Optima.
Oh, those are beautiful. The
Yes.
CTs.
And the
You get an
Lyric
EV.
also. Lyric is
Lyrics, yes.
Was the CT that was the car that replaced the Seville?
The sedan was the Seville, yes.
Yes. How about that?
Very good.
Knowledge.
Tim, I'm very proud.
Big dog.
And it's true. A little knowledge is a dangerous thing.
That's right. My dad was a big. My mom had a Coupe de Ville and my dad had a Seville, and they loved it, man.
I bought my
They really
dad a
enjoyed it.
Cadillac. First thing I did when I made it in show business, my mother was from Scotland, and she was so embarrassed. We had the Italian Cadillac, white with the red velour upholstery, right?
Yeah.
So my dad would be driving down the street, and when we came to a stoplight, if people looked at the car, my mother mentioned, roll down the window. We're not really Cadillac people. Our son gave us this. Wait, we're driving a damn car. We're Cadillac people. Then they start fighting, and then the people would take off because they'd be scared. And then people would say, people would say, I saw your dad driving down the street. He was yelling, but there's nobody in the car. I said, no, my mom was there. She was just sitting. My mother was so embarrassed at driving this fancy car. She would sit below the window level, And my father, what are you doing? And people say, I saw your dad just screaming in the car. I go, no, my mom was there.
Oh, that's so great. You can't buy your parents anything, They're old school.
Well, my mother's from Scotland, so anything fancy, gaddish, what's a big fancy car, Mr. Big Shot.
My dad was the same way. When the remote came out for the TV, my dad's mother was probably in her 70s, and she was having trouble with arthritis and diabetes, so she couldn't get up to change the TV. So he bought a remote.
Right.
And I was at her house, and she would still get up and change the TV manually. I said, why don't you use the remote? She goes, because I'm shaking today, and I don't want to break a vase or a lamp by pressing it. She thought it was lasers.
That's funny.
Unbelievable. All right. Happy birthday, young man.
Thank you so much.
45 years old.
Congratulations.
Ace O'Feeney. Ask for Ace when you come here to buy your car, right?
And thanks for not sharing the cake. We really appreciate that.
Taking that back.
That's got to go back to Ralph's and
Yeah.
Just take the letters off.
We are live on KFI AM 640. Jay Leno is with us. Conway Show. More now with Crozier.
Here's the latest from the King.
Cadillac Pasadena. What a beautiful crowd. Everybody showed up to see Jay Leno. And Jay's going to be pulling out in his 1957 Cadillac.
And not a minute too soon.
Yeah. We'll get a shot of that. Dustin King is with us, the COO of U.S. Auto Trust.
I'm back.
And what a beautiful time to open right before the holidays.
What a beautiful time to open. What a great reception. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. It's been a wonderful evening. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Tim, for being here.
Thank you.
It's been wonderful.
And you say you have over 100 cars ready to move.
We do. We have over 100 new Cadillacs in stock, ready to go.
Woo!
Cadillac Pasadena, you definitely want to come down and check us out. Come see the new facilities, the new dealership here. We've got an amazing team willing to help you guys with your Christmas shopping. So come on down and check us out. Cadillac Pasadena.
You get a better deal on 2025s right now? Make room for the 2026s?
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you can find a deal. I know that the team here is pretty motivated to make some sales, and we've got a couple left. So you want to get down and check it out.
That's my favorite thing whenever I watch commercials. We're talking to Bob from Pacoima. Bob, what's your question? Is this a good time to buy a car? It's the best time, Bob, because right now we just happen to call it at the best time. I mean, it's amazing.
That is classic.
And technically, it is the best time to buy a car, Jay.
See? It is. Right there.
No, I highly recommend. The new electric Cadillac, even the base model, I think is better than Tesla and some of the other ones. I mean, they really, GM is a big company with lots of engineers, way more than a lot of other companies. And when they decide to set their mind to something, a lot of people don't realize General Motors invented the Prius, but it was before its time. And they just thought, let's sell it to the Japanese, which they did. They sold the platform.
Wow.
But they invented the platform. But at the time, electric gas was still, pretty cheap compared to the rest of the world. Why would you want that? So had they waited a little bit longer, it might have been a different outcome. But a lot of it starts here. We failed to get a lot of credit. We won World War II, and then we got a little lazy after that. And people.
That's when I started getting lazy.
Yeah,
after
exactly.
World War II.
I knew it was sometime right then. Yeah.
All right, Sharon Bellio, our producer, wanted to thank a bunch of people here at Cadillac Pasadena. Ding dong with her.
Yes, we want to thank everyone that came out, all of our listeners and Cadillac Pasadena for hosting us. I want to thank Dustin King for coming out.
Dustin King, ladies and gentlemen.
Appreciate it.
The race kid, Liam Nachawati, thank you so much.
He's already in bed.
No, he's on a flight to no, he's out of here.
But it's funny. That's what I met Lando and Max when they were little kids.
Oh, is that right?
And 10 years later, they're world champions, making $30 million a year.
And look what Conway's done in 10 years.
Ding dong.
Yeah. I think he won one race.
He got air, didn't you hear?
Yeah. I couldn't beat Bert to the bathroom a half hour ago.
Want to thank Brian Smith, the design director, GM Advanced Design, Johnny Lieberman. Rory Harvey, Executive Vice President, President of GM Global Markets, Alana Scher, Senior Features Editor of Car and Driver, and Mayor Victor Gordo, the Mayor of City of Pasadena, beautiful city. And also want to thank Bert, our engineer, Michael Crozier back at the station, Dave Weiss and his whole team, and Wacko and Matthew for social media. Thank you. And of course, Tim Conway Jr.
Thank you very much.
And of course, Jay Leno.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
I know this is probably not perfect timing, but I want to make this an annual event that we do.
That'd be wonderful.
All right, you hear that? We're on. We're on every year. You guys are all coming back. Jay's coming back. We're all back here.
And we're going to open a new dealership every year.
That's right.
Careful what you wish for,
yeah.
Jay.
And they're very nice to see you, man.
All right.
Place looks
Thank you
great.
so much.
Congratulations. You'd be very proud of this place.
Cadillac Pasadena. Come and check us out, guys. New facility. Thank you so much.
Let's buzz on in here. All right, we got to get out of here. Thank you all for coming
Thanks,
down.
folks.
We'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. right here on KFI AM 640.